Hello guys, it's a good evening and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So this evening I'll be making a recap on the trade I took on GBPUSD. So during the London session. So let's just quickly go back to the trade and the whole trade build up. Yeah, so you can see from the lens of my eyes and see if you can actually take anything to incorporate into your trading. I am sure you actually gain something today. So back to what we are here for. This morning I was looking at this high, this buy side liquidity. So that was where my primary focus was here, because I was looking for price to run all the way up to that level. So, well, we are day traders now, so we can't just go trading the weekly time frame like that. So we have to flesh this out on the lower time frame. And on the daily, if you notice, from Friday we have been pushing towards that high. So it is expedient for price to continue to that target till that high is cleared before we can see any retracement. So that was the whole idea I had in mind. Moving on to the 4 hours. This was actually what I saw. This block here, this order block here. That was actually the reason for this whole move this morning to this current time. So that was the reason for this whole move, because we already traded into an imbalance yesterday. Then we left an order block there, which was a high probability order block because he traded into an imbalance. So any retracement into that order block, we actually send price higher. Yeah, so that's one thing you should note. Sorry about this. It's high time I get the premium account. So, and yet again, we still have this huge chunk of liquidity void over there, and I capitalize on liquidity void a lot, like a whole lot. I capitalize on it a whole lot. So, and this where it actually gets interesting, because this where my edge like really plays out perfectly well. Come to the 15 minutes. There's something you should learn today. I do not know until I see a manipulation popularly called the Judas swing into an old high or old low. So the London session is actually divided into 4 quadrants. Yeah. So this was the accumulation session. The first quadrant from 12 to 1:30 is the accumulation session. From 1:30 to 3 is the manipulation session. And from 3 to 4:30 is the distribution session. All right. So this was what I had in mind. Accumulation, manipulation. So I was looking for a manipulation that would take out an old low while trading into an imbalance or an higher probability order block. And we actually had that in this third quadrant. So once you notice this raid on liquidity, this manipulation, what you should do is not to try to force a trade. So what I just did was I waited for a market structure shift to validate the whole buy side idea. Let's go to the 5 minutes, and here it is. It's not that visible on the 5 minute, but if you come to the 3 minutes, you'll see it clearly. This is it here. So we had a market structure shift. But mind you, all this is incomplete without SMT. Like I said yesterday, I do not think if there is no SMT in view. I do nothing. So this was what Euro USD was doing at that time of the day. If you check, this guy just came down sharply, then starts going back up like almost immediately. Why GBPUSD took its time, took its beautiful time to retrace back down. And while all this was happening, this was what Euro was doing. So just pacing to the upside, with little to no downside retracement to give an entry. So that was what I actually just went for GBPUSD. Because 1, there's a market structure. 2, there was an manipulation in play. And 3, we traded into a higher probability order block. So I aimed for 1:3, like I said yesterday. But I actually drew my target to 1:5 to see if it will actually get all the way there. But I actually closed the trade at 1:3. Right? And it was like a very fast one, like yesterday's one as well. A very fast one. But we got our overall targets all the way to 1:5.08. And look at what this guy did afterwards. All the way up. All the way up. This is roughly 1:25. That's roughly 1:25. If you should leverage this on your MT5, you'll be in for a whole lot of cash. But you never can tell which day it will be that you see a crazy move like this on GBPUSD or Euro USD. So always stick to something realistic. Always stick to something realistic. Don't go shoot yourself in the leg. So that was it, guys. That was the whole idea I had in mind for today. And it was a pretty fast one, smooth one. So if there's anything you should take away from this video today, from this trade recap, it should be the market will not move until there's a form of manipulation in play. Like, you will not see any real move until there's a manipulation in play. And after a manipulation, wait for a break in structure. You don't have to force a trade. You just have to patiently wait to see your edge play out before you take any move or make any move, sorry. Yeah, so you just have to patiently wait for everything to line up before you make any move. If not, you'll be taking unnecessary risk and you'll be at a huge loss at the end of the day. So it's pretty much straightforward and easy. The accumulation session, yeah, manipulation, distribution session, but we actually had the manipulation inside the distribution session. But regardless of that, we still have to wait for our market structure shift to validate the idea that, okay, the market is about to move to the upside. And that was why this one didn't actually have any drawdown at all. Just tag us in and straight up. So this is something you see every once in a week, right? Yeah. Because there are some trade you take, you have like a 50% drawdown before you start moving your direction, but there are some you just enter the trade and immediately to start moving your direction. So that's that for that, guys. I don't want this video to be any longer. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I take any trade tomorrow. I might not do a recap tomorrow, but should I take a trade, I will just compile everything from Wednesday to Friday, then make a video and post on Saturday. So my next video will actually drop on Saturday, but keep an eye on the channel because I will be dropping some shorts, YouTube shorts, every now and then. Yeah, should I take a trade? So that's for that, guys. Do well to like, subscribe, share this video to someone out there. Yeah, helping the channel grow. Thank you for sticking around. Love you all. God bless.